views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
Good evening and welcome to BronxTalk. A very special night here on BronxNet Television because it's holiday time. And every year on BronxNet Television and every year on BronxTalk, we try to do something a little bit different and a little more special to celebrate the holiday season. I came out in my best red to celebrate the holidays. This has been a very difficult year for so many people, and we are going to bring some light into your home this evening. And what we've got this evening are great young Bronxites who sing, and they're going to do a little bit of that for us. We're going to welcome them all in from the Young People's Chorus of New York City. The founder and artistic director is Francisco Nuñez. Nice to have you with us, Mr. Nuñez.
Mr. Nuñez, thank you, Gary. I thought we were friends by now. You can call me Francisco, please.
Dude, we call it in the Bronx. And the holiday time, we say, "Hey, dude, what's up?" So, Francisco, nice to have you with us. And let's see, we have 17-year-old Hannah Salyer, who is from the Bronx. Actually, she lives right near me, as a matter of fact. Hannah, nice to see you, and thank you for joining us.
Hi, thank you for having me.
And listen, we got the best and most important people are 9-year-old Isaiah Blackie. Nice to have you with us, Isaiah.
Thanks.
Thanks. Isaiah's going to try not to be too shy tonight. And also Saray Blackie, who's 13 years old. Nice to have you with us, Saray.
Thank you for having me.
I'm just thrilled to have these young people with us. As you know, if you're going to celebrate the holidays in the Bronx, you got to celebrate our young people. Francisco, let's just start with, who is the Young People Chorus of New York City? What do you do, and why are these young people so special?
We are the Young People's Chorus of New York City. We are 2,000 active singers from all over New York City, all 5 boroughs, but the most important borough of Bronx as well.
Of course.
So it's 33 years old. I founded it when I came just out of college, and I wanted an opportunity to bring children from the different parts of New York together so they can actually learn about themselves by learning about others who are different than they are and find out what the commonalities are. So for the last 33 years, we've been singing music from all over the world in hundreds of languages. We've traveled to 4 continents, and we've been able to premiere new works. We've been able to sing and dance and bring joy around all of New York City, as well as around the world.
This has been an extraordinary experience, I'm sure, for you to be with children, throughout New York City. What's best about this for the young people? I mean, aside from the fact that they get to sing, they get to participate in something maybe they, had never even thought of doing before. But from your perspective, why does this work, and what is it about doing this that's so important for them?
I'm going to tell you that the main reason we started YPC was to bring a very diverse group of young people together. We live in separate neighborhoods in New York City in so many different ways. We go to our schools and we live our own lives. Music is an equalizer. You're born with a voice. Many people think they can't sing, but at the YPC, we take every child and we help them to find their own voice. What happens is, on stage, you're seeing the hard work that they've done and the outcome of what it does. And because of it, we represent New York City and all the major events, from the opening of the 9/11 Museum, when the Pope came to the Bronx and visited the Yankee Stadium. We are able to go around the world showing what YPC and our children in New York City can do when it comes to music. But the reason the average child like Hannah stay 10 years is because they make friends. They also learn from each other. So they start to inspire each other. So you might have a child that lives in a different kind of building than another child. And you start to, or there may be one child is saying, I'm at the 7th grade, I want to go to college. Another child will say, well, I haven't really thought about that. Or I want to go to this particular specialized high school. Or I want to study something or do something. That inspiration, because you start to trust somebody, when you're breathing together and dancing together and spending hours rehearsing together, you become very good friends. That friendship will evolve into choice making because you start to see what other children have in New York City that you might want to also be able to have or share.
I just want to, I want to be able to get to the kids. It's about opportunities. We're creating opportunities for young people personally, maybe professionally, even academically. It gives them a sense of discipline and all those things, right? I'm not taking it too far. That is exactly what it does, right?
It definitely gives a sense of discipline and all that. But I think, you said the right word, opportunities. It opens up worlds that maybe they're not seeing. And that's what I think is most important. And the most important thing for me is that the education starts to change in who they are. They start to transfer the hard work they do at YPC to other things. And that then elevates them.
All right, let's find out if Francisco was telling the truth. So Hannah, Hannah, now I didn't realize that you've been with YPC for 10 years?
I've been in YPC for actually like
7 years. You see, I knew I caught him. And what's it been like? Maybe we should rewind the clock. Why did you get into it to start?
To be completely honest,
We
it was
want
actually
honesty.
my mom. Yeah, I wasn't really like super big on singing. I don't know. It just wasn't my thing back then. And so my mom told me about the program and she said, I really want you to do this. And I was like, okay. So I joined the program and yeah, throughout the years, I think YPC, one of the main thing it's shown me is that I genuinely do love to sing. And I didn't realize or know that before. But I love to sing and I love to perform and to dance. And I think that being in YPC has really shown me that throughout the years.
And has it changed you as a person?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, like being in YPC, you learn so many new things. And like Francisco said, you meet like kids from everywhere in New York. And I definitely think that it's really shaped me as a person, definitely throughout the years.
Let's say hello to both Isaiah and Saray. Nice to have you with us. Let's ask you also the same kind of questions. Let's start with Isaiah. Isaiah, you're a lot younger than Hannah, a little bit younger than Saray as well. How long have you been singing with the YPC?
Well, for 2 years, well, this is my second year.
Mm-hmm.
I really like singing with YPC because, like Francisco said, it gave me a lot of friends, and yeah,
And it gives you the opportunity to be on television, which maybe you might not have had that opportunity. Do you think it's helped you, be able to be out a little more, a little less shy, a little less reserved, and kind of say, well, wait a minute, I have something to offer, a little more self-confident?
yeah, definitely. Because normally I'd be nervous about dancing like on TV or in front of a lot of people, but with YPC, I feel like I'm with them, so we're all together.
So it gives you, it builds you up, it gives you confidence. And you sing with your sister?
Yeah, sometimes we just like to do a little improv, make up our own words and go along and like make our own songs and stuff.
You have just made a terrible mistake because that's where we're going. But let's get Saray to talk a little bit about her experiences in the chorus. What's it been like for you, and how long have you been singing?
I've been with YPC for 3 years. This is my third year. And I think YPC provides a lot of opportunities for me, singing at different places and meeting different people. And it's a great experience.
It's kind of unbelievable. All right, now I'm going to put both of you on the spot. But in order for this to work, Saray, could you put your arm around your brother, like do one of these things? Now, you see, now we're talking Bronx. This is what I like. Okay, so he put his foot in it. What do you sing? Do you sing together?
Sometimes.
Or is there something you could sing together, or do you want to sing individually?
Individually.
All right, all right, all right. Maybe you don't want to put your arm around your brother. So let's start with Isaiah. You have a favorite song or something that you want to sing so we can get a sample of what you sound like?
Well, I really want to sing like a few bars of "Give Us Hope," maybe.
Give us hope. Do you think we need that? Go ahead, Isaiah. Let's do it.
Give us hope, my voice is calling. Can you see? Look in my eyes. Can you feel? My hand is reaching. Give us hope and we'll show you the way.
All right. I guess we all have to, that's the problem with being virtual. It's just me and Francisco and Hannah clapping as well. Saray, not yet clapping. All right, Saray, you're next. You got a favorite song or something you want to sing? I want the people of the Bronx to hear our kids, man. This is who we are. Go ahead, Saray.
Okay. Do you remember the 21st night of September? Love was changing the minds of pretenders while chasing the clouds away.
All right, very good. I think Earth, Wind, and Fire is very, very happy that you selected one of those. Is that one of the songs that you do sing with the chorus?
Yeah, we did sing that like 2 years ago.
Uh-huh. All right, Hannah, you're a lot older than they are, and so maybe that comes with a little more responsibility. What do you got? We're not gonna let you off the hook.
Oh,
So
boy.
let's go to it.
Okay, so I'm gonna sing a little bit of White Christmas.
Please do.
Okay. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know.
All right, well, there you go. Listen, have we brought Christmas into your home? I think we've done that tonight so far in the Bronx Talk. Now we're going to do something really special, and I am really excited about showing this. Francisco, so this is we're recording it Thursday, but it's going to air Monday, and over the weekend, YPC is going to be featured on network television and on the internet and everything. So we're going to do a little 12 Days of Christmas. But I want you to tell me where this is first going to air, which will already have happened once we play the tape.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for airing it, Gary. So we have a special edition of 12 Days of Christmas. It was arranged by an English person, Ian Humphreys, and we brought it here, and we went to the Lincoln Center campus. We brought children from around New York City in a very COVID safe environment. And we met for the very first time after not seeing each other for 8 months. And the children created a very special rendition of Every Day of Christmas. And we have some funny things that happen in here. You're going to watch it. It's really great. So now not every child could meet us. So some of them are at home. So we're able to create a hybrid compilation of children live as well as children at home. So we hope you love this. And it's going to air this weekend on both Friday night and Sunday night. It's a 2-part special. You have to get the app called Stella.
Yeah, I was just going to say it will have aired by the time that we get it on the air,
Okay.
right? So,
Okay.
I mean, we can promote it,
Okay.
but it's after the
Right.
fact.
Okay.
But we're bringing it right to Bronx people. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can't get excited about this, boy, oh boy, then we have less hope than I thought that we had. But this really is an absolute joy. So the Young People's Chorus, as Francisco Nuñez said, and they are doing the 12 Days of Christmas. Take a look.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love sent to me a partridge in a pear tree.
On the second day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 2 turtle doves
And a partridge in a pear tree. On the third day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 3 French hens.
2 turtle doves.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
On the fourth day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 4 calling birds,
3 French hens.
2 turtle doves,
And a partridge in a pear tree. In a pear tree. The day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 5 gold rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge partridge in a pear tree. Partridge in a pear tree. A partridge in a pear tree. Nine ladies dancing, 8 maids a milking, 7 swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5 gold rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. In a pear tree. A partridge in a pear tree. La 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 la. Listen to me. 10 trumpets drumming, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids a milking, 7 swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5 gold rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. In a pear tree. A partridge in a pear tree. La 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 la. 11 maids a leaping, 10 trumpets drumming, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids a milking, 7 swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5 gold rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. In a pear tree. A partridge in a pear tree. On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me. 12 pipers piping, 10 trumpets drumming, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids a milking, 7 swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5 gold rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. And a partridge in a pear tree. In a pear tree.
Well, there you go. Again, it's just, oh, I'm sure everybody in their living rooms are clapping. Hannah, you were part of that production. What was it like? Was it fun? Was it just another day of work with the Young People's Chorus? Was there something special about it?
Yeah, it was so much fun. It was such a blast, and being able to come together again after, like Francisco said, 8 months since March. It was so nice, just getting to see everyone again. And yeah, it was a really fun experience. And yeah.
So there you go. Francisco, what I really want to understand, because the recording was so beautiful, and a lot of times you see these recordings and people and they look like they're lip syncing. Were they singing live? I mean, talk to me about the production. I understand. Let's see. Let's credit Frederick Austin did some additions, and the arrangement was by Ian Humphreys. But talk to me about what the production was like. How did you do this?
Well, we wanted to have a song where we can bring as many children together as possible. That particular group has over 90 children. Many of them were at home, and many of them came and met us at the Lincoln Center campus. And I want to say a very special thank you to Lincoln Center for allowing us to be there. We created the music before meeting. So all the children went into the different parts of their apartments and recorded it from there, whether it be in the quietest place, believe it or not, is in your closet. So you have to go in there, surround yourself by clothing, make sure no dogs are barking, no parents are yelling, and all the siblings are quiet, and record your part. That's then brought to us and we mix it together.
So wait a minute. So you had 90 children doing that?
Yes.
Number one, the technology, which of course they can do better than I can do, but they have to manage the technology. They've got to get the song on the right key and everything else. What an achievement! My hat's off to you and to all the children who participated in that. Go ahead.
And that was the new learning. See, you join a choir because you don't want to be heard. You want to join a community. You sing out and you feel good. Now, Francisco is asking you to sing alone and listen to yourself and submit it. And that's really hard, especially for a young child. You can talk to Saray or Isaiah or Hannah, and they'll tell you how they felt. It's very hard at the very beginning. Eventually, you build the confidence, like you said, Gary. Then we mix it and we met then we start. Now we're doing all this on Zoom. So we're
unbelievable.
Then we also do the choreography. And then of course we created the storyline and we got all those fun. So I had to go on Amazon.com and got gold foil and found hula hoops in Target, found the quacky ducks and of course the cow was one of my favorite parts in there. and
Rolling down the hill.
rolling down the hill. I love that. So, and I think that fun is what the children needed. They need joy. We're surrounded by all this COVID, and joy is really what we're trying to bring right now.
And what they did was communicate it to us. Hannah, you recorded in the closet?
I recorded in my room. My closet's too small. I got my room. I got everyone to be quiet. So yeah.
Wow. And I guess being part of that, so you do your part, you had to make sure you're on key, and then it gets mixed. I guess you were pleased with what it came out like?
Yeah, I mean, the very like when we started recordings and stuff, it was really hard. Like I would do recordings like 20 times over, but yeah, YPC would remind us, it's never going to be perfect, and that's okay. And so yeah, after like 2-3 tries maybe, I gave it my best shot and I sent it in, and yeah.
I want to ask, and actually I'm going to ask the other children as well. It really builds work ethic. In other words, you don't do your homework over 20 times, I'm assuming. Has, doing this kind of thing, rehearsing, trying to get it right because you're responsible to other people, has it affected your education and your ability to focus and even achieve academically as well?
I think so. Yeah. Knowing that like, okay, I have to get these recordings, I have to get these videos in on time and stuff. I think it's really helped even just with school. And it's like, okay, like I can put time into this, and I'm going to send it in when it needs to be sent in. And I think it's really helped me like, time wise, and yeah.
And I mean, it's just very logical, because if you do that and you have a sense of standard for that,
Mhm.
you're not going to go like do your homework and say, I'll turn that in late. That kind
Yeah.
of, you're going to just get it done.
Get it done.
Isaiah, let's talk with you a little bit about really, in school and the other things that you have to do. Has this experience being in the chorus helped you kind of achieve in other things other than just singing?
Well, it helped me achieve in singing in two ways, because like I get better at singing, and also I have like my school, I go to special music school, so we sing a lot. So yeah, being in YPC has definitely helped me sing, and like Hannah said, is helped me like I gotta send this in on time, and then like with my homework and stuff, I gotta send this in time.
It gives you that sense of responsibility. I think it's undeniable. It just seems very obvious. Saray, let's talk with you about, I guess, a similar kind of thing. Is it making you a better student, better able to focus, better able to achieve other things? I would think that it does.
Yeah, it is. It's like helping me with time management and like responsibility. You have to like turn in everything on time or on a due date. So yeah.
And I can fully understand that. Now, there's no rule that says that you have to have a career in music. So, Saray, let's just talk about you. Have you thought about, as you get older, what you might want to study when you go to college, and ultimately want to do? I mean, I'm assuming music is in there, but I'm going to tell you this, and Francisco probably knows that some of the best choruses and orchestras come out of hospitals, because the doctors. And I know at the Albert Einstein College of Medicine, they have a wonderful orchestra, and it's all because the doctors all play music. There's kind of a lesson in that. So anyway, Saray, thoughts about as you get older, what your interests are?
I kind of want to study music because
That's okay.
I've been playing an instrument since I was 2.5. I've been playing the piano, so I kind of want to study music when I get older.
Well, I'm hoping that you, and we'll expect that you will. Isaiah, a lot of people make judgments about our kids and say, well, they like this kind of music or that kind of music. And yet you sang a really very soulful, sensitive song. Do you listen to different kinds of music, or do you have a favorite kind? Or now, because you're in the chorus, you like all kinds of music?
I mostly like hip hop and jazz and stuff like that, and also like a lot of the exciting songs that like in prelude that they make us sing.
Mhm. Um, let's get a word of advice from first Isaiah and Saray about, would you recommend that young people study music and learn music, even if maybe they're not the most innately talented? I mean, this has been a good experience for you guys, right?
Yeah. Well, I definitely recommend it because I play the violin and the piano.
Oh my goodness. How could you not love these kids? My
Yeah.
goodness. All right. So now I'm going to really, because I made Saray do it. So now you got to put your arm around your sister. There you go. Where's my camera? There you go. Listen, let's ask Hannah the same thing. Do you think about music as a career? Do you think about other things? You're of course older and farther along in your education. What's like next for you, and what are you thinking about?
Yeah, so I just like Isaiah and Sarah. I play piano. I've been playing piano for 9 years, and so piano is definitely like really my passion. And I think I do want to take it further, and I do want to continue it in the future. But then it's tricky because you have like other interests, and you're like, okay, what do I really want to do? Yeah,
This is my point, but
yeah.
as somebody who's interested in society, what we've done with the three of you, and maybe even 2,000 of you through the Young People's Chorus, we've built you up to give you that opportunity, to give you that
Mhm.
option. And well, listen, Francisco, we're almost out of time. What's next? What are you going to be doing? Anything coming up? I mean, we're going to get through the holidays. People are going, tens of thousands of people are going to see this stuff. What's next?
Well, we have so much coming up in the new year. This past weekend was a very busy weekend with all the shows that we produced to do that. Our next big event is our gala, and we're also doing a lot of little events. There's a program called Dear Future, where we commission, which means we ask some of the world's most famous classical composers to write a canon. A canon is a short work that repeats, and we're going to create videos with those 20 songs. And we're going to produce them starting in January. And we're going to create these special, like I said, special videos. And then we're going to start getting ready for our gala, which happens in either March or April, depending on the COVID season.
Listen, thank you so much for joining us, Francisco. You have 2,000 bundles of love in there. How about everybody say goodbye and yell Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays and Happy Hanukkah and Happy Kwanzaa? Can we hear?
Merry
Yep.
Christmas!
All right, listen, happy holidays from Bronx Talk and BronxNet Television. We'll be back next week with our traditional New Year's show with one of the great Bronx photographers who wanders the Bronx and takes beautiful photographs of our homes. Thank you again, Francisco and Hannah and Saray and Isaiah and all the young people who flood our homes with joy with the Young People's Chorus. Happy holidays, everyone. Oh, thanks to my producer, Stephen Powell.